real reason why there's such challenges with transparency in the meeting and event industry? Well, let's look at how other categories get their transparency. ERP systems have been around for a really long time. They work really well to help do spend management for most categories. So why can't ERP systems work for the meetings and event category? Well, there are a lot of challenges with the meeting and event category that just don't work with the traditional ERP systems. You have the multiple change orders, last minute things that go on. It's just that the meeting and event category is moving too fast for what ERP systems have been able to support. So what have companies done? So they've moved off of their ERP systems and sought alternatives. And what has happened in doing that is that they've now lost their system of record. And without a system of record on the spend, then you're not able to have the transparency that you're looking for. So what are the risks when you move away from your ERP system for any spend category, but certainly for meetings and events? Well, the first is that you lose your control, right? ERP systems provide the front-end controls, make sure that you're only spending the budgets that have been approved and allocated, that there's all the upfront controls that happen, right? So what happens when companies seek alternatives, like going to third party to give them the entire budget and then they do all the pass-through payments? Or with credit card, when you've got credit card, there you lose all of the upfront approval process, there's issues with fraud, all kinds of challenges, and certainly loss of data. In addition to the compliance challenges and loss of upfront controls, which causes the budget overages and leakage and all other kinds of things, you also lose your data. So if you're going to a third party away from your ERP system and they're doing all those pass-through payments to their suppliers, well then you're relying on a third party to report that information back up to you. And how much detail is that going to be in comparison for it coming from your own system? If you've gone to a credit card product, then all you're getting is maybe level 1, maybe level 2 data. But mostly if you go to a hotel and you put all those charges on the master bill, for example, you're going to get back one big lump sum that says hotel. For many of the other categories, they don't even have that level of detail for you either. So credit card data does not really provide you the data that you need. The third and perhaps biggest risk is payment of your suppliers. If you don't pay your suppliers on time in the right amounts, those are big risks, not only to your events, but big risks to your company. What does that cause? It can cause internal morale issues. You could lose suppliers. They don't want to work with you. Certainly not the ability to be able to monetize that spend, not be able to take advantage of the payment discounts from paying them properly. So paying your suppliers on time in the right amount is the most critical thing that you need to do.